Hi everybody, how you doing? It's Friday morning, and remember as I was telling you before about this is quite interesting. I just seen a clip on Facebook about an interview with Mr. Trump um, with one of the news stations or whatever, and he was talking about um, certain entities that they're controlling the BIDEN. He said that these people control the streets. These people control, so it's like behind the scenes kind of people. We already know they exist. Um, they even talk about Men in Black, so we already know there's this kind of like hidden stuff that's going on. I mean, it's been going on since Roswell or whatever, probably even before, probably since Eisenhower, probably actually probably after probably after Abraham Lincoln. That's why they focus so much on him um, lately. And I noticed on these court TV rooms, like Judge Judy, when they go out and interview the people, on the back wall, they show Abraham Lincoln as well, and Thomas Jefferson, and yeah, I think it's those two that they show. But I got to thinking because the way he was describing, like on these airplanes that they're on, these private planes or whatever, Air Force One or whatever, that he was describing that in Biden's uh, plane, there's a bunch of people dressed in black. Um, Very strange. And then the reporter goes, "Oh, is this a conspiracy?" He goes, "No, it's under investigation." But the thing that got me was, as I was saying for a long time now, and I knew there was a reason why it was always in my thoughts or brought to my attention about the two evils that rise and how America is like Sin City, um, or and then through Hollywood, they show about the destructions of sin cities and stuff like that, to the biblical, the whole thing. Um, and then here we are today, and they've got the America and the world so divided, right? And as is, I think it's predicted as the end. I think it is. This is all scripted as to come out. Um, so anyway, when he was describing it, I was like thinking, well, he himself is like a casino mob boss. That's why I don't vote for the red or the blue, because they're both corrupt at this time. And this is where people don't understand. They've got to vote for one or the other, um, which is their prerogative. They have free will. Um, but I got to thinking about that when he was describing it, because he's describing things that he knows all about. Because for someone to know all about who they are and what they are, um, means they're part of it. Um, and again, and as I mentioned before, neither one of them tried to pull the other. Like, they're always bashing, they're always dividing, and they're always blaming, and they're never getting anything done. Nothing's being solved. Now they're investigating. Now everybody's going up and lying and getting caught in lies, and then being. I mean, so it's just like this waste of money and a waste of time. It's like they're carrying something on or dragging something out, for some reason, some event, or maybe they're dragging this out and replacing these people with these clones. I know a lot of people don't see it, but if we think back in of creation, Eve was cloned out of Adam. As I was mentioning, in Bible, bi means two, so Adam has a Y and an X chromosome. The X represents female, so Adam has both the Y and the X chromosome, and then the female has XX. So she's probably got a positive X chromosome from her mother and the negative X chromosome from father, because she come out of Adam's negative left side. So I think that's how women are created. So if you look at even mathematically at the X negative and X positive, but the only thing that could work out, and then you got the center right for the woman. So we're all, no matter, and the woman is man, so she's like a clone out of man, just with the water hole, and serves another purpose. Um, because even in Adam, he's got the milk and honey, the mother's milk and the honey within him, just like the female does. So again, if we can just figure out and see how they're manipulating us, and what we think, and then I was showing some images that were unfolding on my face and stuff, and it didn't dawn on me until yesterday when one of my high school friends said, "Well, you got the devil all over you," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, and I told him, I said, "No, I definitely don't have it." I said, "With all these images and Jesus on my chest," I said, "No, there's no way. And how would you even think that?" And then he wrote back, he goes, "You're asking us to see like images that are like in the clouds, up in, like looking up in the sky, and trying to figure out what image is up in the sky, and or what shape that cloud's in, or something to that effect." And it didn't dawn on me until that moment, because I was telling you, my brother can't see anything. He doesn't notice any of the images I'm trying to show, even if I get him close up. And so when he mentioned that, I was like, wow, this is such a trip. I can see these things, but they can't see it. And I got thinking about, the YouTube channel, and how no one responds or can see, and how, people are leaving, at like two or three subscribers or something like that. No, actually, I think it was up to 208, and then now I'm down to 201. So that's when it made me start thinking that these people can't see what I'm talking about, and they probably like, what the heck? But now I understand it when he mentioned how people can see images, and you're asking them to see like images in the clouds that are in the sky, um, when looking at what I'm trying to show them. And then I was just like, oh, so I just wiped off everything off my Facebook channel, because now it made sense. Now I just rather not see it all. If they can't see, then I'm just not going to continue showing. But I am going to continue documenting it on YouTube, because there's got to be someone that sees, and that's a bigger audience. Um, Even people who aren't even subscribed could run across my video or something, and they might be able to see, and they might be able to understand. And so that's why I'll still document it. But when people don't respond, I will understand now. When people laugh at me or mock me, of what I experience or see, then I'll know then as well. But again, it's all learning experience. Um, and then it gets me thinking, if they can't see, wow, imagine not being able to see it. That's like, I don't even know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Or if it just means that they haven't brushed up on their mind's eye. I think that's what it is they haven't used their mind's eye, so they can't see. They're only seeing with the two eyes and not their inner eye. And I bet you that's why the push on um, people to get with their mind's eye is because that's the doorway. That is interesting. Um, so It's Friday. I'm going to enjoy the day. I'm supposed to get up to 88. Not sure what I'm going to do. They got the fair going. Almost got caught in traffic yesterday. So I figured I'd just go to the store. No, I didn't go to the store. I just come home and went for another walk. Went for a couple of walks yesterday. Did I? No, I didn't. Not yesterday. Went for a walk yesterday, but the sun yesterday, even though it was about 87 degrees, the sun was the wind was had a breeze going through, and that felt good. But the rays of the sun were so intense. It was way more intense than I think I've ever felt before. And then that's why I was only out for like 20, 25 minutes. I didn't even go the whole route that I usually go because um, feeling the sun rays on me, I was like going, this feels different. This is not the usual uh, energy or sun. It's the same sun, but I'm saying about energy that we're used to. In other words, I think that there's the changes happening right now. Well, it's always been happening, but as a stronger moment. And I realized that because I'm really sensitive to the sun, you know me, I'm always out in the sun as much as I can. And I think that's what made me feel the difference or recognize the intenseness of the heat of the sun. But anyway, take care of you guys yourself. Drink lots of liquids. Um, I've been doing a lot of with fresh strawberries, sometimes frozen strawberries, bananas, sometimes milk, sometimes just water, pH balanced water, and whey protein powder, like a scoop of that or a half a scoop, something like that, just for vanilla flavor, and spinach, and blend it all up. Oh, peanut butter and honey, which I'm almost out of honey. I got to figure out if that maybe that's what I'll do today. I'll go out to the farmer's market and see if they have the honey. If they have any honey. I could buy it from the store, but it's not local. It's best to buy local honey because you live in this environment, in the bees, in the pollen or the pollen, and how the bees can, I don't know how that works, but I've always found it that it's the environment that you're in to get the honey from them, from the bees of that area, um, because that's what's affecting your sinuses is that type of thing. Hmm. It's like a cure, right? Because bees are cures. Um, Honey is, a form of cure. Zzz.